Time now to talk some weather with meteorologist Clay Smith. And Clay, for all those people who are out right now, they'll probably have to grab an umbrella. We see showers moving through the area.
Yeah, that's right, Latrice. We're starting to see the first signs of rain moving into the Tennessee Valley. Now for the daylight hours here, it's going to be relatively quiet. No severe weather expected. But those to our west, again, it looks like it could get pretty dangerous a little bit later on for places like Arkansas and Mississippi, Tennessee, as pretty high risk has been issued for folks to our west. But we'll get into that in just a second. Temperatures are mild, but if you are heading out, again, we're tracking some rain. The wind's starting to pick up out of the south, and we have some heavier downpours in and around Chattanooga. Some heavy rain also moving into Jackson County near High Top, and some good rain showers moving in along I-75. So if you're traveling out, again, we're likely to have some wet roadways. Give yourself a little extra time. But here's a look at the area that's really going to get hit pretty hard with some severe storms a little bit later this afternoon. You can already see some supercells starting to form across Arkansas. And again, the environment is just going to be so favorable. We have a warm front well to our north, so this area south of that front all the way down to the southeast is going to have a really good chance of seeing some strong to severe storms as we continue through the rest of the afternoon. But we do have wind advisories going to effect through Saturday evening, so not only will we have the threat for severe weather, once again it's also going to be very windy with gusts upwards of 40 to 50 miles per hour. And again, that's non-thunderstorm concerns. But here, let's take a look at your futurecast. Again, we're going to have a little bit of sunshine trying to break out, which is just going to add to the instability as we move into the evening. And then the storms start to really roll into Middle Tennessee as we move through the late evening hours. So between, we'll say 7 and 1 a.m. Nashville, Huntsville, going to have that chance for severe weather. And then as this line kind of gets together and moves in our direction, we're going to have that potential after about 1 a.m. here for the Tennessee Valley. And between about 3 and 6, that's going to be the worst of the weather moving through. Again, the timing of this may be a little bit quicker, so just have a plan in place if a severe warning is issued for your area overnight. We're going to continue to track out this line until about 4 or 5 o'clock. Again, it's going to be moving very quickly, and we're going to have the potential for some very strong straight line winds once again. And then by about 6, 7 o'clock, this is all about to wrap up and move out of the area. Still some heavy rain into Murphy. And then by 8, most of this will have cleared our area. The rest of your Saturday looking good. So again, between 8 p.m. and 1 a.m. for Middle Tennessee, here locally, 1 to 6 a.m. That's our best window of severe threat from Athens to Dalton to Fort Payne. A little bit later on into Murphy and Ellijay, where that time window is going to be between about 3 and 7 a.m. So the SPC has upgraded our risk. That slight risk only included Chattanooga, Fort Payne, and Dayton and points west earlier. Now it's been extended a little further east to include Athens, Cleveland, Dalton. Again, that's a level 2 out of 5 risk. And notice that enhanced level 3 out of 5 risk now starting to include portions of Grundy, Van Buren, and Jackson County. So that threat is starting to shift a little further to the east. Wind threat a little bit higher for places like Murphy, Blue Ridge, but we have those reds and even yellows. That's where we really have a pretty good probability of having some straight line wind damage within a 25-mile radius. So again, between 1 and 6 on Saturday, also the tornado threat inching a little further to the east. So yesterday we had about a 2% in this brown area. Now it's a 5%. Again, that's within a 25-mile radius, and even higher risk for Middle Tennessee. So again, the Storm Prediction Center has issued a broad area of severe risk for the Midwest and Southeast. So just have a plan in place. Your weather radio, weather app alerts need to be on. Your TV, of course, will be live as the storms roll through tonight on air and, of course, online through Facebook Live. And make sure to enable those WEA-enabled alerts on your phone. If you don't know how to do that, you can send us a message. I can walk you through it. Make sure your family and friends have a safe place to go, and make sure your safe shelter is nearby. So if you were to live in a mobile home, make sure you have a safe place that you can get to, in just a couple of minutes, just in case a warning is issued for your community. So just have a plan in place, because storm alert weather mode really going to be activated early Saturday morning, ending around 7 or 8 in the morning. The rest of the weekend is going to be nice. So fortunately, Latrice, after this bad weather moves out, we are going to have a time to kind of collect ourselves and enjoy Saturday and Sunday.